Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to my channel. Coming with your monthly reading, August 2022. I didn't mention, this is Delilah Spiritual Spot, and I'm Delilah Rose. We're going to jump right into your reading here. If you believe, Archangel Metatron is guiding you at this time and in the near future. So, if you believe in the near future, what does this mean? I think definitely if you believe um, that you can achieve it, right? You will. You will, because it's being looked over by Archangel Metatron, who is sending you messages and guiding you on your path. So if you're not familiar, I would look that Archangel up in sacred geometry. In the near future, that means change is afoot. Um, Something's about to happen. And what's interesting is that when we're coming off of July, in July 28th, that new moon, um, and the astrology is saying that there's changes, like abrupt changes, unexpected changes. Um, so this is perfect timing. Perfect timing for you. Let's go a little bit deeper with the tarot. Ooh, right away here. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Now, the one thing I can say about these readings is that the wands have been present, the most present of all of the elements. So passions are running high this August, and when passions are running high, I want us to think clearly. I don't want us to do things in haste. I don't want us to be in anger. I want us to move forward. And what a hell of a reading you're having so far. Okay, so for those of you who don't get to see the video, in our first column here, we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Pentacles. In our second column here, we have the King of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands. In our third column here, we have the Four of Wands clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. In our final column, you have the High Priestess being clarified by the Knight of Cups. At the bottom of this deck, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So you are working diligently. About that third week is where this good news is going to come into fruition here. So, let's keep an eye on that third column, but we're going to go one by one here. So normally I clarify at the end, but I feel like clarifying now. I've done this for a few signs here. Ooh, we have the Two of Swords clarifying that first column, so that's Six of Pentacles and that Page of Pentacles. You have the Devil card clarifying the second column, that King of Pentacles and that Knight of Pentacles. This is you coming in hot. You have the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. I have the Three of Cups clarifying the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. At the bottom of this deck, you have the King of Cups. You are headed on a good trajectory, and I can read this two ways, and I will. So this could be in relationship, this could be business, and for some of you, this could mean both. This could be a connection between both of your worlds, and what a positive way to go. In the first week, there's some decisions that need to be made in terms of your finances, right? You're out to pursue some more money, but money is kind of tight here. There needs to be a rebalancing of our finances. So I would be careful about the amount of money you spend, because you're still learning about money dictated by that page, and clarified by that Two of Swords. So there's some financial adjustments that need to be made, because you want to be careful at this time. You're headed for some good news here, and something that can bring you some stability. But right now, I want you to just be wary of your finances, because there's more going out than coming in, or so I'm being told. In our second column here, you have the King of Wands clarified by that Knight of Wands. And this is the energy we want to be in. We don't want to be the Knight, we want to be the King. We want to have a balance. The King already fought the war and he's already reached his pinnacle. The Knight is pursuing, but we're pursuing our passions and we want to not be hot headed. There's a situation here, I think, where your temper in this second week is going to be an issue and you're going to be at odds with yourself. Right? Now's the time to conserve and be conservative. It's not a time to be in our feelings. And with this devil card, this may be something you struggle with. I also don't want you to, I want you to pay attention to your diet. I want you not to overdrink. I want you not to overspend, because if you overdrink, you can overspend. You're spending money on, or wasting money really, on something you can't afford right now. And it's easy to fall back on bad habits. So this is the warning in the second week. Be careful. Be careful what we're doing. In our third week, right, we have the Four of Wands clarified by that Knight of Pentacles. You're going to get some good information, something that's going to be celebratory. It's clarified by that Queen of Pentacles. So if you're seeking financial gain at this time, by the third week, you're going to figure something out with your finances that's going to make better sense for you, that's going to loosen your belt. Is it going to be a super windfall? No. Is it going to alleviate some of the pressure? Yes. There's going to be either a solution or a partnership that comes along that helps you figure out money solutions and situations. You're going to take ownership of your finances, but you are working diligently, and this could be for many of you a raise or some sort of recognition to celebrate. If you are doing some type of investment, you may, see something quickly, a quick return, something that tells you you're going in the right direction. Now, I'm going to go to this last column and then we'll get into the relationship read, because again, I can read this two ways. Your instincts are high at this time. And here we are with this Knight of Cups here. So because you're on a high trajectory and you're coming off of this high, your intuition's going to kick in. And I want you to pay attention, because sometimes when we see a victory and we have a little extra cash, we can see that leave. We can see it go. We can take it for granted. We can spend it before we can save it. And I want you to be careful here. I want you to be happy, of course, and I want you to celebrate. But again, something tells me that we want to be conservative in our celebrations. And this has to do with one of these three. I feel like saying one of these people we celebrate with, or one of these people we call our team, I would have a keen eye on them. I would have a keen eye on them, because I don't think either they're not with it all the way together, or they're somehow jealous, or there's just, I'm getting like an ick feeling. And I would just be very careful in who we invite into our circle and who we celebrate with. Most importantly, watch who you tell your business to. I think because you are riding high in your happiness, because you finally figured something out here in terms of your finances, that, the people who don't have your best intention need to be watched. But you are working diligently. It is time for celebration, and I don't want to take that away from you. I want you to watch who you're celebrating with. I think that with this Knight of Cups, this King of Cups here, I think that this is going to bring you some emotional stability, and it may be this King of Cups, this actual person that helps you on your journey, on your financial journey, someone who has empathy for you, because he is an emotional person, has his emotions together, and is willing to share his knowledge with you. But I would be wary of who you hold close and who you tell your business to. Relationship time. This is going to be a long read. If you're pursuing a relationship or partnership, now's the time to make a decision. If you are bringing someone new into your life, if you have someone in your life, there's something, there's a stabilizing factor that's going to happen in your relationship, like a certain situation you both have to make a decision on that brings you the balance in your relationship. Is probably tied into your finances. The warning here is for you not to be in your anger, because anger is still an issue here. So I want you to not play the blame game with your partner. And this is for people who are specifically in relationships. I don't think this is a single read. Um, I don't want you to play the blame game, because that is the and that anger is the one that can put the nails in the coffin of your relationship. If you don't do that, we're heading into a solid time, one of stability in your relationship, one where your partner is going to step up and play their role and bring in the stability and the finances. You may be headed towards a furthering commitment, a marriage, engagement, moving in together, or just a deepening of that relationship. I want you again to still pay attention and don't bring third parties into your relationship. I know you want to celebrate and be like, oh, me and so are finally on the same page. We're working hard together. He's finally, or she's finally, because I say he and she interchangeably. It's not about sexuality here, it's about masculine and feminine. He or she is finally getting their stuff together, and we are coming together. People get jealous of stability, especially stable relationships, when they're not in one. So I still want you to be careful. Let's get you a final card. This is a lot, Sagittarius, but very positive. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing a single, for singles, people looking for love in this situation. Um, I'm not seeing that in this reading here for you. I am a creator, that's right. You are a creator, and if I read this in a relationship, there's chances, this is the Empress cards, chances there's pregnancy. In business, this is ideas, this is movement forward, this is putting the puzzle pieces together for yourself. I am Delilah Rose, and this is your reading. Thank you for joining me.